Hey guys, how's it going? It's Rob Sutton with Bike198. There's been a couple brand new releases over the past couple of weeks from e-bike manufacturers, and it's going to be pretty interesting for the industry. So let's talk about it. So whether you like it or not, e-bikes are here to stay. Every single bike manufacturer right now is trying to come out with their electric lineup, and they're trying to figure out where they fit in the market as a whole. There is a new trend that has been coming up over the past couple of weeks that is absolutely going to change the industry, and that is the lighter weight e-bike. Specialized had started this off with the Turbo SL, but now you're seeing manufacturers like Trek, Haibike, Pivot, and others come out with these e-bikes that are weighing 40 pounds or under. And I believe that is what's going to change the industry, and it's a really good step forward. So what are these lighter weight e-bikes? They're bikes that use smaller batteries with smaller motors with less torque. Because of the smaller motor with less torque, it means you don't need as big of a battery to carry around the bike itself. It also means it comes in a lot more compact package that makes this e-bike almost not look like an e-bike at all unless you really get up close and look at it. It also means it is a full 10 pounds lighter than most of the e-bikes out there. My Trek Rail weighs north of 50 pounds. So if you take that down to the Trek Fuel EXE, you're looking at a 40-pound bike in comparison. So why do I think these are the future of the e-bike industry? So first, more widespread acceptance and appeal. I think there are a lot of misconceptions out there still about how an e-bike actually functions. And you hear all these comments like it's a motorcycle. And what that runs into is a lot of issues with trail acceptance and land access. Not only will these new lighter weight e-bikes look like regular bikes on the trail, but the lower torque motors can actually open up the conversation about what they actually do and how they function. I've been riding my Trek Rail now for a couple years, and I can tell you that bike makes no more damage than a regular bike does out on the trail. I would actually argue the skidding craze has done more to berms and trail damage than anything else over the past couple of years. So when we have these lower torque motors, I think it really opens up the conversation with people that might be against e-bikes initially. And it might get us more trail access where we wouldn't otherwise. One of my favorite places to ride is Pisgah Forest, North Carolina, and I can't take my e-bike down there right now because it's not allowed. Maybe these lower torque motors can open up the conversation with the land access groups and actually get us more trail access than we had previously. The other thing these bikes do, which I don't condone, is they barely look like an e-bike. So you might be able to take these bikes into areas that don't allow e-bikes without really getting noticed. And two, most people don't need turbo. I have been having to ride an e-bike ever since 2018 because of the damage to my left leg, and I can tell you I don't need turbo. We got through a phase there where everyone was stat chasing the highest torque motor and what puts out the most output, and I don't think that was the right direction for e-bikes because you don't really need that much power. I know people that are riding e-bikes because of injury, because of age, and because they want to ride longer. Turbo doesn't equate into any of that. I'm not out there to scream up a climb the fastest I can. I just want to be able to ride and ride more. So while it's fun to stat chase, these e-bikes will be more applicable to a lot more riders and actually accomplish the same function with a lot less weight. And this could be awesome for mountain biking tourism. As imagine the guy from Florida that's only been riding flat land his entire life, but he wants to go do a Moab trip. Well, obviously he's never done climbs like that before, but with these lighter weight e-bikes, he could rent one of those and actually go out and enjoy Moab without worrying about having to train for 6 months to get out there. And three, evolution is good for the e-bike industry. Since we aren't just looking for the biggest, baddest motor anymore, we can get these more smaller, compact, lighter, and silent motors into bikes and achieve the same goal. I really see the industry going to lighter, more compact motors and smaller batteries, or at least more efficient batteries. And hopefully, with more mass consumption, the price will come down with them as well. But we are going to start to see these e-bikes that don't look like e-bikes at all. We're gonna look back at this time and go, oh my gosh, do you remember how big that motor was that we had? It's going to be a good thing as this evolution continues to grow, and I think it's going to get more widespread acceptance if we can get it into more of a compact frame, then it makes it look like a regular bike. So this evolution is a good step forward for the e-biking industry. I'm really glad to see that we're not worried about high torque motors anymore, and I think it's going to be a great thing in the long run, even if you're against e-bikes themselves. And the last thing I'll say is, just remember, there's going to be assholes in every part of the sport. Whether it's a road biker that wants to ride in the middle of the street, an e-biker that wants to blow past you on a climb, an XC racer type that wants to get in front of you on a downhill, or your favorite Strava hole at your local trailhead that wants to run over people just because he's worried about a segment. Those are the minority of riders out there, even if they seem like the majority when you have to deal with them. So just keep that in mind, and the e-biking industry is not going to create more of these people. It just is what it is. So guys, I want to hear what you think about these lighter weight e-bikes down in the comment section below. What's your opinion on them? Where do you think this industry is going? If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to Bike198 for more videos like this in the future. Until then, on to the next one. Thanks guys, see you.